Hello and welcome everyone. It is Thursday, February 21st, 2019. Yesterday was New Comic Book Day, best day of the week. So that means it's time for another new comic haul video. Boy, is there a ton of stuff to go over today. I got, like I say, a lot of good books coming out this week. Some good first appearances. Got some spec news. I got stuff coming down the road. So it'll be kind of all sprinkled in there. And anyways, we'll get into it in just a second. But before I do that, I just want to thank all my subscribers. Really appreciate you taking the time to watch my videos and send me comments. You know, I love being part of this community. I say it every week, but I mean it, so thanks so much. My comic shop shout out this week is to Nicklespot Comics and Collectibles. They're in Fort Mill, South Carolina. Looks like a cool shop. Some images on the screen of the exterior and then the inside as well. Looks like a really nice shop. The address and phone numbers down in the comments section. So if you're in the area, stop by, check them out, say hi, set up a pull list. I'm sure they'll be happy to get you set up and everything you need. So Nicklespot Comics and Collectibles, that is my shout out this week. All right, so I got to start with my friend James, who has this YouTube channel, Boom Boom Comics. He was one of my first subscribers, and I talked to him. I haven't talked to him as much lately, but I usually talk to him pretty regularly. And we'll trade books back and forth. And because up here in Canada, Walmart doesn't get those Walmart books. I asked him, is there any chance you can grab me that Superman 7? Because that's the one with the Lois Lane controversy and stuff. So he said, oh yeah, I'll grab you one of those. I sent him some stuff to compensate for that, but and then he also ran into, then he says, oh, by the way, I ran into Sean Langley, who does the artwork for the covers of The Rejected. So he got Langley to sign my, I sent him a copy of my Rejected, the second print, and he signed it for me. And not only that, he got me some original artwork. So I asked him, I said, is there any chance Sean Langley will do me a sketch of Mr. Teeth? So he did. So I got this awesome original artwork. It's Mr. Teeth from The Rejected, signed by Langley. So yeah, that's definitely going in a frame. So thank you, James, for doing that for me. I really, really appreciate it. That is awesome. I got a second one. My shop asked if he could get one as well. So I talked to my owner because he's a big comic fan, obviously. So I got a second one for him. So this is another original print of Mr. Teeth as well. So my shop's getting that one, but this is the one I'm keeping. So that's definitely going in a frame and up on my wall. I love, that's original art. That's just awesome. So thank you so much, James, and thanks, Sean, for doing that. That is awesome. So that's a big part of my collection. I'm really happy to get that. That was really cool of them to do that. So I just gotta put this down over here. Yeah, I mean, I love original artwork, and that is just so cool. So I only grabbed the one independent this week, and it was Sharky the Bounty Hunter #1, cover A. I meant to grab Conspiracy Denver Airport Conspiracy #3 was out this week. And damn it, I wanted to get that, but I'm going to try and get that next week because that Denver Airport's got some weird paintings and statues, and there's conspiracy around that whole airport and the underground tunnels and caverns and stuff. So definitely want to read that book and see where it's going. But I haven't read this one yet, but it looks pretty good. It's funny thing with Mark Millar's, they're all going on Netflix, and the prices don't seem to be doing much on them, which is kind of weird. But anyways, that's the one. I grabbed that one. So I'm looking forward to reading it, though, because it looks pretty good. I'm going to start with my DC. I got Justice League, a couple copies of Justice League 18. Get a glimpse of Perpetua at the back, but she still hasn't made her first full appearance. It's a pretty good series, though. I'm enjoying that Justice League. That's the Legion of Doom. Every few issues they do a Legion of Doom cover, so that's kind of a cool looking cover too. Got Nightwing 57 with the Joker's daughter, Duella Dent. I love that's a really nice cover, and I also like this. Got cover B. That's a really gorgeous decal variant. Man, that's a nice cover. So definitely pick those up. Haven't read that one yet, but I'm looking forward to it. I've read most of them, but not that one. Picked up Aquaman 45. I still don't think we've had our first full appearance of Nama the Dragon God. She shows up as herself on the last page, and this is more of an origin story of her and her kids and how she came to be and how she split herself into 7 monsters in a fit of rage, and then the one last monster looks to be Kale, the girl that Aquaman's going to the island with. So we'll see where that story goes. But it looks, I got a couple copies of that one. That one's definitely a good one to get. So I'm thinking next issue 46 will technically be your first full appearance. But anyways, she is throughout this story, so I don't know. I'll have to see how the market is on that one. But to me, it's more of just a first appearance. But we've had kind of a cameo before. Last one I got from DC was High Level #1. I got the regular cover, and I got the Mattina. Man, I love that Mattina cover. That is a gorgeous Mattina cover. And the story is pretty good in this. It reminds me a lot of... oh, damn it, I can never remember the name of that movie. I want to say Serendipity, but that's not it. The Firefly movie. That's going to come to me after. Anyway, somebody will, I'm sure somebody will... But there's a young girl who's like a high-value cargo who lives in High Level, and there's the military out hunting her down. It reminds me a lot of the kind of that Firefly movie. So, but it's kind of a post-apocalyptic story, and it's pretty good so far. I enjoyed the first one, so I'm definitely going to keep going with that. But that is it from DC. Picked up a bit from Marvel. Grabbed the Avengers Endgame Part 3, and man, what a dud this thing was. I was totally expecting something to show up in here like the last Avengers movie, and it was just basically a recap of the whole movie. So, I mean, I really enjoyed the movie, so I liked reading it, but it would have been nice if there was something really awesome in there, but there wasn't. So, Black Order #4, cover A. It's a really nice cover, actually, and that's kind of the origin of Black Swan, so that was a good one to get. Hulk Marines #1. I just grabbed the one cover, and the artwork, I don't know about you guys, but I didn't really like the artwork of this one. It's only a 3-part miniseries, so I'm just going to grab one copy of each cover, but anyways, I don't know. I didn't think it was that great. I don't know. Greg Pak doesn't really do it for me writing-wise, but anyways. Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man #3. There is a new character in here. I don't know where this guy is going to go, but, you know, he's in there, so... His name is the Snatcher. Looks like... I don't know, Colin McGregor, kind of the... Is that Colin McGregor, the UFC guy? Anyways, looks like a badass Irish or Scottish UFC fighter. Anyways, got Guardians of the Galaxy #2. No reveal yet of who the next Thanos is going to be. I kind of expect issue #3. I mentioned it before. I think the next issue will be a big one, but this was a good story, and it's the first... I don't know, it's listed as the first appearance of the Dark Guardians, but I don't like, maybe. But I thought the funny thing for me in here was kind of cool was there's this little mini Groot, but he's calling himself Stab. So I am Stab. He's not Groot like this little guy is called Stab. So that was kind of funny, going around stabbing people in the foot. So that was pretty good. I'm going to keep going this story for a while, but I'm not enjoying that anywhere near as much as Venom or Immortal Hulk or anything, but we'll see how it goes. I'll give Donny Cates a chance because he's a good writer. So, picked up my Avengers #15, continuation of that storyline with Dracula and the Shadow Colonel. Really enjoying it, and it looks like... I don't know if the Ghost Rider is going to be getting new powers. I heard somewhere that talking to my shop owner, he's thinking that the next issue he gets new powers. So whether or not he does, I don't know. But we'll see what happens. Avengers No Road Home #2. This was a good, man. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you guys are getting this. So this is your first appearance of this new Nick's family team. And if you look on, I'm going to go right to the last page, because on the last page here, it talks about it. It says, "Welcome back to the Assembly, true believers. You've just been introduced to the Marvel Universe's newest big baz, Nyx and her fearsome family. Wondering why these wicked world conquerors look so rad? It's because Joshua James Shaw, the creative director at Marvel TV and the genius behind Doctor Strange's recent redesign, is the one who designed them for us. You can check out his final design sheet below, along with the original description sent over to him by our wonderful..." So I know Nyx I showed that last video that Doctor Strange, Sorcerer Supreme 31 and 32 are her first appearance and first full appearance, 31 and 32. But you've got these you got the twins, Apate and Dolos. You've got Hypnos, and then you got this weird looking Oasis. I think the other ones are all first appearances. I know Hypnos is a first appearance, and I think this weird creature is a first appearance, and I don't know about the twins, but I know Nick's is not a first appearance, but anyway, either way, it's his first appearance of this whole team. And it's a pretty good issue, man. And it's funny, Hawkeye ends up losing his thumb on his bow hand, so that's going to be interesting where that goes. And it looks like the Hulk comes in to pay him back for killing him, even though, you know, Bruce asked him to, but whatever. Having a Hulk angry isn't a good thing, so... Anyways, that's I hope you're getting this No Road Home, because boy, these like I say, these weekly series, well, look at the last one, there's a few pretty key issues in there, and I'm pretty sure there will be in this run too, so I highly suggest you get this run. And they're I'm sure you're aware, but the Yasmin Putri's doing all the cover A's, and they're nice covers. So, and last one for Marvel, this was my pick of the week, was Venom number 11. You got cover A, you got your Scrolls cover B, and then you got your really nice Dave Gibbons Watchmen cover C. And these, talking to my shop, you had to the shops had to order more than their regular numbers of Venom to get this cover C. And I don't think there was a ton of these out there. I mean, it's not like they're rare or anything, but there's obviously not as many of these as the cover A out there. So try and get that if you can. So that is it as for my new books. But I want to talk about this Venom real quick, because if you don't know what happened and you don't want to, if you haven't read it, and it's going to be kind of a spoiler here, so turn it off if you don't want to know. But I want to talk, and there's a reason why I want to talk about this. I'm not just trying to ruin it for you, but anyways, Venom's, you know, he's with the Maker, and he's kind of in this chamber, and he learns that the symbiote has kind of been altering his memories and stuff, and what he thinks is reality and what's not. And right at the end, Dylan, the kid that he thought was his brother, he says is his son. So now you're like, oh crap, so Dylan is his son, is what, at least that's what it looks like. But whether or not that's an implanted memory by the symbiote or what's going on, I don't know. But we'll take it at his word for now that is his son. So a couple books you're going to want to look at, and I have to give a shout out to Key Collector Comic Hack, Nick over there. He put this out a few days ago. Venom 164. At the back of 164, you learn that Eddie's going to be a dad. So that's the first time you hear that he's going to be a dad. Basically, the symbiote's going to give birth. So right at the last page, it says the symbiote's about to spawn. You're going to be a daddy. So that's Venom 164. And there's a couple covers for that one. There's cover A, and then there's the 30th anniversary Venom cover there. They're putting all those out there for a while. And then the second one, the next one, and it's a two-part series, and then I've showed these before, but Venom 165, that's where he gives birth to the symbiote. And at the end, you learn he's told that it's a stillborn. It says right there, he goes, it's stillborn. Oh no. So anyways, but then of course you get to Venom First Host, which came out a little while later, and in issue number 3, well, you learn that the symbiote wasn't stillborn, but in issue number 3, Eddie is separated from the Venom symbiote, but he merges with the symbiote that Venom symbiote gave birth to, and he becomes that new Venom, or new symbiote. So that is, I don't know if this symbiote is going to be Dylan down the road. I don't know if Dylan is going to, what's up with Dylan, but I mean, I just don't know. So anyways, there's 2 covers for that. That's cover B, and then you got cover A that's for Venom First Host number 3. So those are some good books to get. But back to Venom, your first appearance of Dylan is a cameo in Venom number 7. So you've got just kind of this one little image here, and it says, Dad, what is that? Who is that man? He's no one's son. Just get inside, Dylan. So that's your first cameo appearance of Dylan, is in number 7. And then Venom number 9, and this is why, I've been saying, but I hope you're buying Venom, because, man, other stuff. So you get your first full appearance in number 9. This is where Eddie goes to the house, and Dylan comes down the stairs, and then Eddie runs away and everything else, and then he meets up with him at the end. He's throughout the book, but and then at the end, you know, we got him again. So number 9 is your first full appearance of Venom. So that's that one. And then in number 10, you got some interesting, so this is where Eddie goes to the hospital, and Dylan's in the hospital, and these guys come up to him, and they actually take a sample of Dylan's blood, and they're talking to the maker. So why they've got a sample of his blood, I have no idea, but it's going to be, Donny Cates is not putting all this in there for no reason. So if you haven't got a copy of Venom number 7 and Venom number 9, you really need to get those, because I just don't know where this is going, and it's got that feel like Immortal Hulk number 2. And I'm not saying these are going to be like a $60, $70 book like Immortal Hulk number 2 is, but they're obviously key books, because where Dylan is going, he's obviously going somewhere. And I'd highly suggest you get a copy of those if you can. So you should be able to find those, you know, in the back issue bins for it, because and just on a quick note, this was an 87,000 print run. Number 9, which is the first full appearance, was only 64,000. So yeah, just be aware of that. And number 7, as you're aware, had that hidden variant, the tongue variant. If you get that one, hang on to it, because I see the prices starting to climb up on that one. It was kind of in that $20 range for a long time there. But like I say, if this Dylan Brock turns out to be a key character down the road, or becomes Mini-Me Venom or something, holy cow, you're going to want those books. So that's it for my new books. Just a quick note on Umbrella Academy. I put this up on my Instagram. This is the free comic book day Umbrella Academy. It's an 8-page story. It's your first introduction to the Umbrella Academy, the team and everything. This one's its price is really shot up on this. I mentioned this one over a year ago when I first heard Umbrella Academy was coming to Netflix. Really good one to try and find if you can. Try to get it without the stamp, because some shops will stamp it down here. You can probably still, some shops may not, I mean, I don't know by now, but I mean, you may still find one kicking around somewhere, but don't overpay for it, because I don't know, it's the show's out now, and it's been hyped pretty good, so people are asking a lot for these. But if you can find it cheap, pick it up. And just today it was announced that the Old Guard, well, it was kind of mentioned before, hinted at before, that the Old Guard was going to be coming to Netflix, and it was announced today that it is for sure. And you got Charlize Theron and Kiki, I can't remember her last name, are going to be involved. So Charlize Theron in there, that's pretty awesome. She's an awesome actress. So that looks really good. I got my, it was Kiki Lane. I had it written down. I just couldn't remember where I wrote it down. So that's it for kind of spec books and stuff. But there's some stuff coming down the road too. So Batman Damned number 3 has been delayed several months. It was supposed to be out, I believe, in March, but now it's like May or something. I don't know what's going on. And there's going to be no reprints of number 1. I know there was kind of rumors back and forth, but it sounds like there's not any reprints. So, boy, if you got that first print, hang on to it. And it looks like Batman Last Night on Earth. That's a Snyder-Capullo collaboration. That comes out May 29th. That may be the last DC Black label that comes out. So that one looks pretty good. Image of the cover for that one on the screen. But kind of, I just wish DC and some of these companies would just stand up for themselves. Seems like you get like 3 people that send in a complaint that, oh my goodness, you're not being inclusive. Well, you know what, then the company just shuts down everything. They grow a set of balls and just stand up for yourself and say, yeah, no, sorry, we're putting this book out. And just, I don't know, I honestly think they get more business by doing that, by growing a pair, but whatever. I don't run the business. Venom number 13, I showed this one before, but it's a tie into War of the Realms, and it's kind of cool because you got Venom holding the Necro Sword on there. So like I say, I just don't know what's going on with this Dylan and Venom and everything else. There's something coming, so keep going with Venom. Boy, if you aren't buying Venom, it's, along with Immortal Hulk, those are the 2 best series that Marvel's putting out. And so many of these issues are going to be key issues down the road. Spawn 294, I mentioned this one before. I showed the cover. It's a really wicked cover with Spawn holding the clown's head. And then there's a nice Matina cover. But in this one, the solicitation says the clown transforms, and you got an all-new Clown Violator. I heard quite a while ago that there was going to be a new Violator. So Spawn 294, the next issue, that comes out next week. That's going to be a key one. So like I say, all these books leading up to 300 are going to be really good ones. Another one coming out next week is Honor and Curse. I talked about this one a while ago. It's from Mad Cave Studios. Looks really good. I think that one's sold out on Midtown already. So I hope you pre-ordered it because that's going to be a good one. I mentioned earlier Avengers 15. It looks like Ghost Rider may have some new powers. I'm not 100% sure of that. And I was just reading today on CBR that Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6, which comes out in May, is going to have a new character called Spider Bite. It looks almost like a mini-me spider, so that's kind of cool. So that's going to be a key one to get. So get Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man number 6 on your pull list. And talking about the Rejected earlier, and Sean Langley's art, Rejected the Unwilling. That comes out April 24th. So if you want to pre-order that, the order info is on the screen right now. The first one did really well, and that looks really good, so I'm definitely getting that. It's a really nice cover for that, too. And that is about it. I already talked about the Old Guard. I wanted to mention that, too. Like I say, that looks really good. That's coming to Netflix. I'm not sure when that's going to probably be. I'm guessing either later this year or early next year, but looks to be a good one. So anyways, happy hunting, everyone. Get those Venom books because, you know, when Donny Cates does stuff, boy, you think you know where stuff is going. You're driving down the road. I've said it before, and all of a sudden you take a sharp right and you're in a cornfield. What the hell just happened? So anyways, take care, everyone. Happy hunting. Bye for now. Talk to you later in the week.